Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. Before I start the video, I just want to apologize because there's going to be a lot of videos about this like right now. Some of you guys get cranky about that, but I got to tell you, first of all, it's a good deal. Olight has been proven to be a great company. This light here in particular is a different generation from a light that I like a lot. Actually, one of my favorite lights is this Warrior series, and this one in particular has a couple different capabilities compared to the past models. So don't get so cranky about it. Obviously, you guys know that if you use the link that we provide, we make a little bit of money out of it, so it helps out. You know, you get a good deal, we make a little bit of money, which will help us make videos here on YouTube. So again, let me know what you think about this light. This is going to be a first impression kind of thing. I haven't opened it up, but like I say, I do like the other generation that I have, which is the non-rechargeable one. I love the non-rechargeable flashlight model in this series of flashlights. So now Olight was kind enough to send this one. They also sent a second one, which I gave away to a supporter of a channel, and I gave it away to him because you know what, it's cool to bless other people. So let's open this up, let's look at it, let's walk outside, take a look in the outside, and obviously let's talk about it a little bit. Olight always have some fancy packaging. I feel like I'm opening an iPhone or something. All right, so let's open this up. And first of all, there's going to be today, October 31st, if you're watching the video on this day, obviously there is going to be a sale, so you're gonna get at a better price. I'm gonna talk about that you know, as I go in the video. So obviously today will be a good time to buy this light. Now, first of all, the light comes in, you know, some information here that really no one cares about, but there's the information. The cover to hold this flashlight is actually the best one that I've seen so far. Olight is using this new system, which in my opinion is not great, you know, but then again, you know, other companies out there do a really crappy job providing a pouch to carry your flashlight. So compared to other companies out there, I think they're doing pretty fantastic, right? So again, I really don't like the system right here. But again, you know, I'm kind of thinking about it as a tactical operation. This flashlight is actually designed or targeting the military slash, you know, tactical community. So again, you know, if you want police officers and things like that to use this, maybe you need something better than this little thing right here. Again, you know, for your basic, I guess, you know, everyday carry, put it in your backpack and things like that, this is actually outstanding for that compared to other companies out there. When it comes down to tactical operation or something like that, maybe I will want something else. So that is, here's the flashlight right here, and I'm going to tell you, just by looking at it, very similar to the other flashlights that I already have, the other models. Really, just by looking at it, doesn't look like too many changes. I actually got to look for the ones that I have here in the house, so I can put it side by side. I may do a video just showing all three flashlights in the future. The vessel right here looks way more aggressive. Really looks it actually kind of hurts. So it looks pretty aggressive, and that's good. Obviously, for tactical applications and things like that, having a vessel that is pretty aggressive is really fantastic, because again, you know, you could strike someone, you could hit something, and you could cause some pain. And you know, sometimes law enforcement and sometimes, you know, police and military, they need to cause some pain. So again, that's pretty decent. Other than that, very similar. Obviously, you have your clip right here, which looks just fine. Just one more thing I want to mention in this vessel: sometimes when they get really aggressive, they could destroy your pocket. So that's just something to keep in mind. So again, really nice, really well. It looks fantastic. I mean, the construction of Olight, it's just really nice. Now, before I continue to open this, let me just look in the box right here. Make sure I take everything out of the box. Like I said, you know, Olight's package, they're so nice. I mean, they do a really good job doing this. All right, so we got some instructions right here. We have a charger, which is very important for you to have this charger. Obviously, you have to charge your battery, but the thing about it is that not every single charger works about the same. I have several Olight chargers in here, and not all work for the same flashlight. So you got to keep that in mind. So again, that, and then you have a little lanyard, which is pretty beneficial. You know, some guys like using the lanyard, right? So again, that's everything that comes in the box. Now let's open it up. And you know, it should work. One of the things about all those lights, that they kind of work about the same, guys, and I actually like that a lot. You know, I don't like learning different systems and all that, but they all should work about the same procedures, all that good stuff. One thing that I'm going to mention right now, to keep, you know, for you guys to keep this in mind, is this battery right here. And it's different than the typical battery that we typically get from Olight. And probably the reason why they do this is because this flashlight is pushing out about 1800 lumens, which is a lot, right? So again, you know, it's going to be 3.6 volts, 5000 mAh, and what is it, 21700, whatever, however you said that. But again, you know, just to put it from, you know, next to your typical flashlight that typically come with Olight, this is a 186550. I mean, you can see the difference right there. I mean, way bigger than your typical battery that we typically get on flashlights that are pushing already 1000 lumens, 1200 lumens. I mean, they biff up this battery, and that could be, I guess that could be a good thing, because obviously you need all that power in order to push up that many lumens. But at the same thing, you know, I kind of like the idea of having the same battery. You know, like I subscribe to that philosophy. I got a couple of different flashlights. They all have the same batteries, right? Like I got one flashlight right here, the Streamlight Pro Tag 2LX. I guess this flashlight, very, very simple, uses the same kind of battery. So again, you know, I use typically the same flashlights with the same batteries, which again, you know, it's kind of like having a gun with the same magazines. You know, you want to share the same magazines and all that. So that's something to keep in mind. Yes, you're gonna get 1800 lumens, but now we're introducing another battery, and to me, that's just not good. You know, I like having the same system, and again, having a battery like this, it just means that if it goes out, I don't have spare batteries, or I have to buy another battery, right? But let's put this back in there. Before I get into that, let me just show you this right here, and this is the momentary. And if you see, what they have done is that they kind of have like this 3 different little picks or something kind of raised up in order to protect the pressure switch or the momentary switch. And again, obviously they're doing that in order to, you know, stop maybe a possible discharge of light when you don't want to, giving away your location, thinking about tactical and military and law enforcement and things like that, kind of protecting that switch so you don't press it automatically or accidentally. I guess that's the best way to put it, right? So again, this switch right here, I got to tell you, I have tried this switch already on the other flashlight that I had, and I'm not happy with it. I don't think it's a good switch, and I think that it's just something that they've been, you know, continue to push, and it's just not working out, in my opinion. You know, they did make some improvement when you look at this switch compared to the other light. Yeah, they did some improvement, and it's a lot better than the second model that they push out. Actually, I guess the first model of rechargeable lights, but nevertheless, it's just not one of my favorites. And the reason why is that once you guys see this right here, once you activate that momentary, I mean, I'm putting pressure. I mean, it really gives me, like, I don't know, my finger feels kind of weird. Like I'm putting too much pressure on it. It kind of fatigues a little bit. And I don't see myself holding this flashlight for a little while. I think after a few seconds, like I'm holding it right now, like my finger already feels like crap. So again, you know, I may be complaining, but again, if you're going to spend almost $100 for a flashlight, I feel that you should know every single detail. Now, the regular model, the one that is not rechargeable, which is actually my favorite flashlight, that tail switch, there we go. That's what it's called, tail switch. It's just fantastic, and I love it. Really, really dig it. This one, not so much. But again, you know, one of the things that you're going to gain compared to the one that is not rechargeable, which happens to be my favorite one, is that you're going to get this, you know, rechargeable capability. And essentially you do this, guys, check it out. Boom. Now you can put it to charge, and obviously you have a system that, again, you could have this flashlight at nighttime just charging next to your night table or whatever. Something happened, you could easily grab it, take care of business, and you're gonna have a full battery. So that to me, it's just fantastic. I gotta tell you guys, yes, the switch right here may be a little painful momentary, but that's just something to keep in mind. It's still a good flashlight. It's still pretty cool. Now, obviously, turn it on. You could just clip like I just did right now, and you could go through the different settings with, let me get back in the camera, with this right here. You can actually turn it on with this as well. So you guys see that right there. And then you can hold down, and obviously you go through the different settings, right? Should be able to have a momentary, not momentary, but memory. Let's turn it off and turn it back on. Yeah, it goes back to it. So double tap, let's do a double tap, and you get that. Triple tap, let's see if something happened with triple tap. There we go, triple tap. So again, you have your momentary here, momentary, boom, constant, just press on it. Sometimes I guess it's a pain. Nope, just momentary. Oh, there we go. I got the constant right there. Guess I gotta press a little bit down. Well, kind of like a little pain to get it done. But again, momentary. And you see here how I switch different settings. So I kind of have like a half press. And then I press a little bit more and it goes into a higher lumen. I don't know exactly how many lumens you get. But again, little press, half press, full lumen. What this allows you to do for law enforcement and police and all that, that maybe you don't need that much light, maybe you just need a little bit of light. Press, take care of your business, but now something happened, you need a max amount of output, then you could press down, you get that max amount of output. So it's really nice, but again, just by holding, if you're holding your flashlight like this, that right there, after a little while, your finger feels kind of weird, in my opinion. All right, so just a couple of specs right here, just coming from the box. Turbo, 1800 lumens, to apparently 1800 to 750 to 250. High is going to be 750/250. I'm assuming that that's when it gets hot, it's going to come down. Medium 1 has 250. Medium 2 has 60 lumens. Low is going to have 15 lumens, and the moon setting is going to have 1 lumen, which will give you 50 days. That's interesting. So again, that's something that the specs and all that stuff, guys, it's going to be linked down below if you want to check out that. Obviously, I'm going to put a link down there for my or my affiliate link if you want to buy it. So again, read all the specs down there. I'm usually not a channel that reads a bunch of specs. You got your 1.5 meter drop, and obviously it's going to be IPX8, and that's just very again, that's just very typical from Olight. All the lights are pretty high standard. All the lights are pretty high quality. And again, they are more expensive than your typical $20 light, but you get what you pay for. All right, so real quick, what's the sale? The sale is going to include, they're going to have 2 different models. They're going to have your regular model, just like this, right? And this is going to start October 31st, and it's going to run for about $76. You're going to be able to save about $32, right? I think there's going to be a limit of 2 per person. They also have a camouflage model, which it looks pretty cool. And again, if you buy it with your rifle kit as well as your rifle mount, it's going to be about $94. Again, I believe there is going to be a limit of 2 per person. You're going to be able to save $62 or $67 if you get into that. Now, here is the next the system to set it up with your rifle, right? And we have talked about this in the past. And again, I haven't done any testing with any of this, or at least the ones that I have got in the past from Olight. I have never done any testing. Typically, I don't put this flashlights on my rifle. Typically, I just use it as my everyday carry kind of thing. Again, to me, I said this in the past, this I guess attachments for your rifles just don't look the best quality to me. It kind of looks like plastic. I don't even know what it's formed from, but it just, I don't know. I may be unfair, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm being unfair to the product or nothing like that, but it just doesn't look like really solid to me. So again, you know, just by looking at this flashlight, I could see this flashlight and be like, wow, this is great quality. This is not screaming great quality to me. But again, you know, that's just something to keep in mind. And the switch, which is something that a lot of people debate here in the community, it's just simple. It's just a simple switch. But again, the debate here is going to be the type of system that it has. First of all, you know, you could attach this to an AR-15, anything that have a quad rail kind of style. And obviously you press here and it activated. But the thing about this is this right here, guys. You see this? So now you have a system that activates, right? On, momentary. There we go. Constant. Should be able to have momentary. Yeah, momentary. There we go. Constant. I guess if you press a couple seconds or something. Maybe like this. There we go. So again, you know, a lot of debate about this, guys. A lot of debate about this system right here. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Some people are not used to it. Some people don't even want to like use it. But it is what it is. Obviously, if you go like this, it detach. But I'm going to tell you, this thing, I'm putting pressure here. It's not, and you hear that. It's not as simple as just, you know, pushing them apart. So there's a lot of pressure being built there. And it feels like it's pretty well secure. So again, if you get the system, you can get the whole system right here, which is going to run for about $94. I mean, it's going to be you guys' choice if you want to do it or not. They do have some freebies, and something that I like about Olight, typically they give you some freebies. If you spend so much money, obviously you get something for free. In this case, if you spend $99, you get one of this i3 UV OD Grim keychains, and I have used this in the past. These ones are actually kind of cool to just put it in your keychain. I think I got two of them, one in each keys. And you never know when you're gonna be in a pickle and you need a little bit of lighting, right? Nowadays we all use our cell phones, but anyways, here it is, guys. Let me put this out of the way. And you're gonna get one of those for free. I think this value about $14. So again, you know, not a lot of money, but once again, you know, anything for free, in my opinion, is good. And the other thing is that if you spend about $199, you're gonna get one S2R, which retails for about $65 for free. So again, you know, just things that you could get for free. Obviously, we're about to hit the outside and kind of take a look at this light right here, and we're gonna come back at a later time and do another video comparing all three lights and all that. Today is one of those days that I'm still studying for my test, as you guys know, so my time is very limited. But there it is. I gotta tell you, I've used the first model and the second model. This is the second. I guess they're non-rechargeable, and the first model that it was rechargeable, and I'm very, very happy with those flashlights. I don't expect this flashlight to be any different than those. All we have right here is that we have an increase in lumens, and we also have an increase on the battery. So again, other than that, it looks like the vessel is a lot different. It looks like the tail right here is different as well. So it looks like they make some cool improvement to the light. Hopefully holds as well as the other lights, because I do like the other, I guess, little brothers now to this one. But only time will tell. We got to put some time on it. We got to use it for a while, and hopefully we're going to get some good results out of it. Let's go outside and let's take a closer look. All right, here we go. And first of all, check out that hot spot. That thing is pretty big. Actually, that's a pretty nice circle with pretty decent spill. I'm gonna tell you, it's getting hotter already. So that's one of the things about these flashlights. When you put so much lumens, they're just gonna get hot, right? So again, you know, let me turn it off, and then momentary. You see that first momentary right there, and then high momentary, right? So like I was saying, half press, full press. My finger, like I said, I'm still complaining about that. And I got to tell you, the flashlight is getting pretty hot. So keep that in mind. Very uncomfortable if you have to use it for quite some time. It is hot. I'm just feeling it right now. So again, keep that in mind. Now let me just go through a couple settings right here. Pressing down. You see right here. And there we go. Double tap right there. Triple tap. We got the strobe. You guys can see the different setting. Pretty big hotspot. Again, turbo. That's a lot of lighting, guys. That's what happened when the kids are playing outside. Alright guys, there you have it. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. I appreciate you guys using my link. And as always, God is in control.